From the inception of this show 5 years ago, we've warned about domestic economic warfare. American corporations used as pawns for global elitist goals like ESG. The best and the brightest minds have explained the threat, and we've been providing solutions. We've talked about BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, and they've since become somewhat household names. We've talked about the World Economic Forum, the group that wants you to eat bugs and own nothing and be happy about it. We've talked about the push for all-electric vehicles and the banning of gas-powered stoves. Literally, this is according to plan. I wrote a whole book on this. It is about controlling you economically, using law and regulations and things like that. These plans accelerated with COVID and the power that was assumed via draconian lockdowns, mask mandates, and vaccine passports. Unless you comply, you lose your job, you lose your freedom. This is economic warfare, pure and simple. They've been promoting ESG, environment, social, governance. All sounds good, but it's really gender quotas, equity, hypocritical energy policies. From the people that fly private jets around the world, private jets for them, rations for you. But we're not alone. Millions are waking up and standing strong, and some are fighting back legally, with civility, using logic and reason in court cases and appeals to consumers. And we together have had some real victories, like Bud Light, or Disney, or Target. All of those big corporations that adopted woke policies suffered major defeats in 2023. And there are real heroes in this movement, in this battle, thought leaders. The National Center and the Free Enterprise Project are among them. And our guest, Scott Shepard, he's a tremendous hero. He's a fellow at the National Center as well as the director of the National Center's Free Enterprise Project, which is the original and premier opponent of woke takeover of American corporate life. Scott has taught at law schools, including Wake Forest School of Law in North Carolina and Willamette University College of Law in Oregon. He's the author of the legal textbook Wills, Trusts, and Estates in Context. He previously served as a policy director with the Yankee Institute in Connecticut and the manager of the Water Law Project at Pacific Legal Foundation. He also has experience in government and private practice. He earned his Juris Doctor from the University of Virginia, a master's degree from Vanderbilt University, and a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Richmond. Welcome, Scott, back to the Economic War Room.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Always great to be with you. And listen, I don't know if I qualify as hero, but I'll play that on TV this morning. How's that?
That's great. Well, tell us about the National Center and the work that you're doing at the Free Enterprise Project.
Yeah. Well, the National Center has been around since the early 80s, one of those organizations that sprang up in the wake of Mr. Reagan's victory, the good old days. And since 2007, we were, I think, some of the first, our organization was some of the first to recognize that conservatives, Republicans just generally assumed for a very long time, and were right for a very long time, that most business people were broadly, if not conservative, then at least sensible. They'd keep their corporations out of politics. They were reliable. The Free Enterprise Project was set up because we were one of the first organizations to realize that even by 2007, that really wasn't true anymore. That corporations had started to move left, that they'd started to move left largely because left-wing troublemakers shareholder activists had pushed them to the left. And so corporate executives who weren't paying much attention, in order to get these cats to go away, just sort of agreed to small things that turned into big things, that turned into fully dedicated left-wing departments in their corporations. An equity department, diversity department, that's just about introducing equity-based discrimination. A sustainability department is just about shifting that corporation from affordable, reliable energy to unaffordable, unreliable energy that's still not clean or good for the environment.